Hello and welcome to this podcast. This podcast will show you how to do three things at the initial performance management meeting. So it will show you how to start the cycle for this year, add steps, targets, objectives for each member of staff, and also to baseline the effectiveness model for this year. So in the first instance, it's the member of staff, it's their responsibility to contact the line manager to arrange the meeting. At that meeting, it's the line manager who should log on to start the cycle. So in this case, J. Sibbald is the line manager, and there's a member of staff called B. Bloggs who J. Sibbald is line managing. So what the line manager needs to do is look under my staff for B. Bloggs, and you'll see down here, okay. Now, if you are the line manager of a large team, it may be you decide to share the responsibility for this process between other leaders in your team. Now, to do that, you'll need to contact Danny Wong or Mark Faramond, and they can change the permission structure to share that load. So I'm meeting with Billy Bloggs. I'm going to click on Billy, and the first thing we're going to do is at the bottom here is start review. Now, this is the only time this year you click on that. You don't need to click on that again. Okay, not at the midpoint review or not at the end of the year. So I'm going to start the review. I need to give it a title, so PM 2015 to 16, and I need to add some steps or objectives. Now these steps or objectives should be based on the effectiveness model and the 6 domains for associate staff and 6 domains for the teaching staff. They need to decide which of those 6 they're going to be working on this year. Probably 3, possibly 4, okay? Depending on where they're up to in the colour coding. So I'm going to show you how to have an objective or a step. So this member of staff, last year they got green for leadership and teamwork, and they're going for mastery this year, and they've got some responsibility as a developing leader 3. So they're going to commence the middle leadership training course. Okay. There might be some performance criteria, so complete 5 modules in year 1. Then maybe some assignments, you get the idea that need completing, and then maybe some work-based reflection in my blog. Okay. Again, check the due date here. It's the end of August. I'm going to click on add. Now you can add as many steps, objective targets, whatever you want to call them, as you like. You can add them throughout the year as well. The important thing to remember is for teaching staff, you will have hard targets, and you're going to be discussing that at the twilight session after half term. Okay, just check here that the end date is the end of August. Okay, you'll notice also here underneath are the standards for this member of staff. Now this member of staff is actually Schools Direct, but if you're an associate member of staff, you'll see the 6 associate standards, teaching member of staff, the 6 teaching standards. Okay, so once you've added as many as you want for now, you're going to click on set. Now to set it, you then need to type in the password of the line manager and also of the member of staff. Okay, I'm going to pause at this point. Okay, I suggest you pause too, and you might want to do that first bit of starting the cycle and entering the steps, objectives and targets. See you in a bit. So welcome back. You'll notice here that the objective has appeared here, and if there's more objectives or steps, they'd be in a list. So what we're now going to do is baseline the effectiveness model. So to do that, I'm going to go to the bottom there, view work area. Okay, now you notice down the side here, there are the standards, and you'll notice that there's a 1 person here and 2 people. Well, we're going to baseline by with the 2 people together because it's at a review meeting. So to do that, I click on the pencil. You can refer to the description here if you can't remember what it is, and then simply set yourself for each one. You'll notice it starts to change colour, as you go through them. You'll need to make sure you've done all of them by the end of this review period. Again, it's a good idea for the member of staff to have had a look at this beforehand and to discuss with their line manager. Their line manager might agree or they might disagree. In some cases that might go up or it might go down. It's the responsibility of the member of staff to provide evidence for each of these. It's also a good idea not to presume that it's the colour it was last year, because your role might have changed. So that's all done now. And when you've done that at the end, you can click on Close Review. Okay. So you've done that now. You want to click on Save, and then put both passwords in again. Okay, so you'll notice there. Now, what I'm going to show you what to do now, okay, is I'm just going to log out as Jay Sibbald. I'm going to log on as Billy so you can see what it looks like from Billy's perspective. So I'll have a quick look at Billy's area now. So you'll notice for Billy's area, okay, that we've got those there, okay. He's got his or hers objectives here as well. It shows that it's in progress. And Billy can now start to add evidence or blog. They can add blog entries. Maybe it's probably a good idea once a week, just reflect on where you're up to with your development. You can put things in there. Evidence, you can upload documents, clips, film clips, or links to Star Lesson. We'll provide more support on this at another podcast, but you get the general idea about how that works. And you can have your interim reviews, which you can add to this as well. They'll be added by your line manager. Okay, so you've done baseline the effectiveness, and you can see how it looks for the member of staff there as well. Thanks for listening to the podcast, and hopefully we'll get all that work done. As I say, deadline for associate staff is half term, and for teaching staff it's the 6th of November after half term. Thanks for listening.